comes the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan and him. And Boston has possession. It's a three-point game. Zeller, Villanueva covering. Goes up the baseline. Here's Sullinger. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Cleveland. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Boston Celtics. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And, you know, for Boston, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, Greg, they can start to break out of that pack.
Baseline try. Jared Sullinger pulls it in.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Harris kicks to Anderson. Backing down is Pachulia. Shoots from the right block, and the shot is good. Here's Rozier. The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
And Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second-best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
Pass to Reed. Shot clock at 6. And he drops that one in. The closer's got his first 2 points of the night. So for Dallas, their last game, a win against the 76ers.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for them. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game. But when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Rozier, guarded by Harris. Reed. It's rebounded by Dallas. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
Here's Pachulia. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. And that'll tie this game up.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's the pass to Reed for the 3. And the shot is good. The closer's got 5 now. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop him.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Reed in a 2-guard. Evan Turner is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then it's David Lee. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Here's Williams. He's got 5. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, the closer in the last outing against the Rockets got the job done. He ended with 23 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Lock at 6. Anderson dishes to Matthews. It's a halt the run, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks have coming up. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Rozier, the pass to Reed. Sullinger. Nice ball movement by Boston. No good from Reed.
And when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
Harris kicks to Matthews. Out to Harris. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 1:22 left in the first half of basketball.
Well, you know, with the Mavs making the playoffs so consistently, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Cuts both ways. They rarely have draft picks that help take the team to the next level, but they are in the playoffs, which is what every team wants to be part of.
Matthews dishes to Harris. He kicks to Evans. No good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Passes it to Rozier. Here's the closer, expanding his range. Sullinger passes to Rozier. The closer, he feeds it to Jerebko. Pass to Reed. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And that is good. And that's now 7 points for Wesley Matthews.
He had to wait for a while, all the way until now, but he finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Here's Rozier. Evans with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good... Welcome back, everybody. Celtics leading by 6. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Chandler Parsons. Felton is out there with Devin Harris. Then it's Jeremy Evans. And it's Villanueva in at the 5 spot. And Olynyk kicks to Smart. Hits the three-point bomb. Smart's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
A different look for Dallas. Pachulia, he's checked in for Villanueva. Nowitzki comes in for Jeremy Evans. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Chandler Parsons. Harris kicks to Matthews. He passes to Nowitzki. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And Dirk Nowitzki last season, I felt like the first time we saw real signs of wear and tear from all the years of him playing. His field goal percentage, points per game, rebounds, all off his career averages. And that said, though, he's still a crafty, dangerous guy to have to go up against.
Pocket 2, and he gets the bucket. And it's an 11-point Celtic lead. Here's Harris. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Kicks to Nowitzki. The fader. And it's good. Nowitzki's got 11. Going back to Nowitzki, his value at this point of his career cannot be measured by stats alone.
Exactly, and that's what wasn't there last year, that great team of guys around him, because that's really when he's at his very best. He can still fill it up fast, and he's one of the smartest players in the league, too.
5 on the clock. Here's Reed. Rejected by Harris. Outside Matthews. Back to Felton. Outside Matthews. Off target from outside. Here's the closer. He has 7. Urebko, the pass to Reed. From past the arc. Here's Lee, and he gets it to go. Lee's got 10 points.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Reed in at shooting guard. Jared Sullinger is out there with David Lee. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Thomas in the point. That's the Boston 5.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Felton kicks to Matthews to take the lead, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Speaking of Matthews' strength, he really gets into you defensively.
Yeah, he wants to make you feel him. I mean, very physical. And offensively, he likes to post up and back down weaker, smaller defenders. I mean, you give him that mismatch, he will attack it with vigor.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Borea's checked in. Outside Thomas. A finger roll finish at the bucket. Thomas got 20 points.
Oh, a little touch of class there at the end of the play as he was able to convert on the finger roll.
Borea kicks to Matthews. Nowitzki covered by Lee from 12 feet out. And the shot no good, a bit short.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
The pass to Reed from deep. Shot's good. Now it's a 4-point Boston lead.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Pachulia dishes to Parsons. Borea with it. Thomas with the steal. Lee goes in. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
And Steve, you look at him, he is a banker. I mean, he really enjoys the physical aspect of the game. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Nice ball movement by Boston. Out to Turner. Passes it to Reed. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Check out the game for the closer. He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
So he comes up empty at the line.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it.
And Nowitzki backs in. He kicks it to Barea. 6 to shoot. No problem knocking that one down.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Turner passes to Reed. Lee. Here's the closer, defended by Nowitzki. Out to Turner. Now the feed to Thomas. Buries it.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from 3-point land to start the fourth quarter. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Barea kicks to Matthews. He dishes it to Barea. Nails it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Pass to Reed. Outside Turner. Thomas. You answer back, but that three is off the mark. Anderson outside. Nowitzki right side to take the lead. Oh, missed it.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So he can't get either to fall. And so it's Boston scraping by with